this is our topic for the day. Okay. We are going to start with regular grammars. We had seen in the last lecture what exactly are regular grammars, and we are going to complete that in this particular lecture. Okay. So as discussed in the last lecture, I will just brush up quickly what exactly was there in the last lecture. We had seen what exactly is a regular grammar, what are the various production rules, and what are left linear grammar and right linear grammar. I will just quickly brush it up once again. Right linear grammar is all about those grammars in which the production rules are ending with a variable. So as you can see on the right hand side over here, the variable with which the production rule is ending should be a variable, should be the rightmost variable, in fact. Okay. Similarly, in the case of a left linear grammar, the production rules, if consist of a variable, it should start from the beginning. That is from the leftmost end. That is the main difference of linear grammar and left linear grammar. We also saw some examples based on right linear grammar and left linear grammar. Okay. So in today's lecture, we are going to understand what exactly is context-free grammar. Context-free grammar is what is mostly asked in the exam. It comes for 10 marks. First of all, they may ask you what exactly is a context-free grammar. Then you will have to define this particular thing. So I will first of all define what exactly is context-free grammar, and then we will see some problems based on context-free grammar. Okay. So the very in simple terms, grammar is nothing but a set of rules which basically define a language. So in this case, if we consider grammar, it is nothing but a set of rules which are used to specify the syntax of a language. Now, this language can be a regular language, this language can be a context-free language, whatever it is. In general, grammar is basically a set of rules which are used to specify the syntax of a language. And it is basically represented as G is equal to VTPS. So I can say that grammar is made up of four tuples. Okay? These are the four tuples out of which grammar is made. If you try to compare it, if you try to compare it with your FA used to have five tuples. Then we saw Moore machines and Mealy machines. They used to have six tuples. So I can say that grammar is made up of these four tuples. These four tuples are nothing but V stands for set of finite variables or non-terminals. Have a look over here. This is also called as variables or non-terminals. As explained in the previous lecture, that variables are nothing but the constructs which are basically used to derive a sentence, but they are not actually part of the derived sentence. Okay. Similarly, terminals. Terminals are the lowercase letters which are actually part of the derived sentence. For example, we saw the example of apple, but we can say that this small a has come out of this capital A. So this capital A is a variable and the small a is a terminal. Clear with this? Similarly, next is production rules. P. This is nothing but a production rules. The various set of rules or the various ways by which we can derive a particular string in terms of terminals is called as a production rule. And finally, the start variable. The start variable in this case is capital A because we have a single variable in the set. So whatever that variable is, that is my start variable. The production, wherever the production begins from, that particular variable is called as a start variable. Am I clear till here? This is just the introduction of what exactly is context-free grammar, and then we can start with the actual definition. Kindly let me know if I'm audible and kindly let me know if I'm clear. And then only we can move ahead. If I'm clear till here, then we can move ahead. Okay. So this is the basic introduction of what exactly is grammar. Now let's see what are those VTPS in detail. So basically, variables are those symbols that take part in the derivation of sentences, but are not a part of the actual sentence. This is what I had explained earlier. Variables take part in the derivation of sentence, but they are not the actual part of the final sentence which has been derived. As the example I had given, apple. Okay, they are generally represented by capital letters. This is what a variable looks like. Second, terminals. Terminals are those symbols that are part of the derived sentence and are represented by small letters. Clear? What is derivation then? We'll move towards it later. Let's have a look at this example. This is a common example given just to make sure you are having an understanding of this or not. Where G is nothing but V, T, P, and S. These are the set of variables. Okay, these are the set of terminals, small letters. This is P, production rule, and this is S, start symbol. Over here, you can see this is P. These five terms are called as P. The production rule is starting. The very first symbol is S. Therefore, we can say that the start symbol is S. Okay, it is having two productions in total. It is represented like this. ध्यान से देखो एक बार. S is having two productions, A is having three productions. So I can write it like this also. ASB slash AA. This is not slash, this is or. ASB or AA. This is nothing but these two productions. Then capital A is nothing but AB or A or epsilon. So we can write it like this or this. So this is nothing but VTPS, where variables are S and A. So I have written variables as a set of S and A because variables are nothing but finite set of variables, right? Finite set of non-terminals. Similarly, T stands for finite set of terminals. Over here, we can see that there are two terminals, A and B. Small letters कितने हैं वो देखो. Epsilon is neither a terminal nor a variable. Okay. So A and B are terminals. So that is what I have written over here. Similarly, P is a production rule. So P is nothing but P is this entire five terms, and S is the starting symbol, that is S. Am I clear with this example? Any doubts in this example particularly? Okay, this is just the introduction, what exactly VTPS looks like and how we can make use of it. Am I clear? Can we move ahead with the actual problems? Okay, so let's have a look at what exactly is derivation. Derivation is basically a process which is used to check whether any given grammar can derive any given sentence using a combination of production rules, starting with the start variable. So basically derivation आप सबको पता है what exactly is derivation, you all know about it. We need to find certain output starting with a particular expression, going through n number of processes, and finally getting that particular expression at the end. So that is what we call as derivation. Over here also, it is a similar kind of a process which is used to check whether any given grammar can derive the given sentence using a combination of production rules starting with the start variable. Here, there are two types of derivations which are called as leftmost derivation and rightmost derivation. It's very clear, it's very simple. If you have got the understanding of left linear grammar, right linear grammar, then it will be very simple for you to understand. Leftmost derivation is a process in which at each step we select and replace the leftmost variable by its production rules. So basically, at each step, we select and replace the leftmost variable of that grammar by its production rules. It is termed as leftmost derivation. So at each step, if we replace the leftmost variable, then it is termed as the leftmost derivation. Whereas if we replace the rightmost variable, it is termed as rightmost derivation. It's very simple. Am I clear? Kindly reciprocate, others are not answering. Kindly give me the answers if it is clear or not. Okay, okay, clear. So let's move ahead and take the practical examples of what exactly LMD and RMD is all about. This is our first problem for the day. Just have a look. We have been given two productions, S and A, out of which it is very much clear that this is your start symbol. So can we write G now? G is nothing but VTPS. Yes. So kindly tell me what is V. Variables कौन से होंगे? Kindly let me know about them. What are the various variables? Yes, come on. Give me answers. Only A. Simple hai. Have a look. Which are the capital letters, upper cases? A and S. So I will write S comma A as the variable. Terminals will be the lowercase letters. I can only see A and B. Yes. And then production rules and then S. Over here, you can't write the production rule within the set. So what you can do is you can write the production rules all together. So basically, you need to repeat the entire question once again. These are your production rules, S and A. And we know that S is my start variable. So what we need to do is our very first step is question ध्यान से पढ़ो क्वेश्चन में ये बोला है कि we need to derive AA BB AA. So this is the derivation and we have to perform leftmost as well as rightmost derivation. So how to start such a problem? It's very simple. If I do one problem, if I solve one problem, the rest will be very much clear and easy for you to understand. Okay, so let me start with the very first problem. We have to derive a particular string that is AA, BB, AA. So I'm writing it over here for simplicity, AA, BB, AA. I need to derive this. How to start? Now, as we know that we have these production rules to start with. We can't start with A, we have to start with S only because S is given to us as the start variable. So what we can do is either we can start with A, capital AS, or we can start with capital A. So, sorry, small a. But what happens is, as it is very clear that we need to derive these particular values. So if I start with S is equal to small a, it is very clear that small a is a terminal. So that the entire string will terminate over there. So we can't move any further. Hence, I can't select this as the start variable. The second one I can't select, right? So I have to stick with this. That is, S gives A, capital A, and S. Am I clear with this? This is just the beginning. Okay. We have got two productions of the start variable, but we can't start with the second production. Why? Because if we start with the second production, we will stop the entire derivation over there only because we can't replace any further variables because we don't have any more variables in the production. Hence, we need to start with the other production that is S tends to or S produces A, capital A, and S. Okay. So just mention in the exam that we can't start with this, so we need to start with this production. Okay, so the very first step is you need to write it like this, and within brackets you need to mention what is the rule. Rule is nothing but, okay, let me write it like this for better understanding. I am now starting with the LMD. Okay, so you can write it LMD over here, and then what you can do is you can start it like this: A, capital AS, and mention the production rule which you have used, that is AAS, since S is AAS. Clear? Now you only tell me what should be the next production rule change, because I can't change this A value, this is constant, but I can change this A, right? Because we are doing LMD, so we have to change the leftmost variable after each step. Okay, so we need to change this capital A. Yes or no? So what should be the replacement? As you can see, these are your production rules which you can change this A with. So मुझे कौन सा value उठाना चाहिए so that somehow I will end up with this string BA. BA लूंगा तो मेरा string यहीं पे end हो जाएगा ना. If I take BA, okay, I will write it over here. If I replace this A with BA, then my string will be something like this. But I want two A's consecutive, no? Yes, so I can't select BA. I can either stick with SBA or SS. But I can see that SBA is a better option because if I select SBA, what I will get is something like this, right? So I will get something like this over here. Yes or no? Correct? So let's replace that over here. So I'm simply writing it like this. I'm color coding it just to make sure what exact changes I have made. So I'm replacing that capital A with SBA. Okay, so mention it over here as A produces SBA. Clear? Next, what we should do? What is the leftmost symbol? Leftmost symbol is S. But check your main string. We need AA, BB, AA. So what we should replace this S with? Small a. Yes. Because the second symbol is small a and S produces small a. So I can simply write it like this. This S will now give me small a. Whatever is left, I will write it like this. Is it clear? Next step is I have to replace this capital A. Now I want the string to be AABBAA. Na? Now you only tell me what should I replace this capital A with? Capital A should be replaced with BA because I want the fourth symbol as B. Na? ध्यान से देखो. Out of this AABBAA, I have finalized these three characters. Yes, left is BBA. Itna part is left. Okay, so if I replace this capital A with a B, I can fix the position of the fourth character. So I can write it like this. Yes or no. So I can write over here A tends to small a, small b. Sorry. Yeah. Just let me check. Check किया क्या मैंने? BA. Okay, let me check what is the thing. We have to make some changes. I guess मैंने गलत लिखा है यहाँ पे. You only tell me what should be the change over here. I guess I had made some mistake, or while reading the comments, I have made some mistake. Yeah, I should replace A with BA. Okay, so I should replace this A with BA because I want to change B. Sorry, this A. I was confused. I replaced the S value. So we can replace it like this. Yes or no? This is the change which we want to make. We should make. Is it clear now? Color coding कर रहा हूँ ध्यान से देखो. We have replaced that A with a B. Why? Because we want the fourth character to be a B, and in the process, if we replace this capital A by small this BA, we are also fixing the position of the fifth character. Yes. So last step left is capital S. So does S have any production for small a? Yes, we have a production for small a. So what we can do is we can simply replace the capital S or the variable S with a small a. And as a result, we will end up having the string derived. That is AABBAA. Clear with this? Don't get confused. First, one or two problems might be a little confusing, a little tricky, but it's simple. Okay? Just pay attention कौन से variable को replace करना है. मैंने गलती से यहाँ पे mistake कर दिया था. So don't make that mistake. Okay? This is your LMD. The same thing you have to perform for RMD. Okay, if you want, you can simply copy this entire thing once again so that आप mistakes मत करो, ऊपर नीचे जाने की जरूरत ना पड़े. Just write it in your notebooks. Okay. My case, I'm not having the notebook with me, so I'm just copying it and pasting it. So let's start the RMD. Yeah, I can repeat step number 4. Step number 4 as in this one. Okay. Let me explain it once again. What I did is till this particular step, I replaced this capital S with an A. So I got this particular value, BAS. Right. Next up is we need to check what exactly we want to derive. We want to derive AA, BB, AA. So far, the first three characters have been fixed, right? This is fixed. Next, what we need to do is we need to replace this capital A by something so that we end up having a B over here. So just check the productions of A. Capital A is nothing but these are the three productions of capital A: SBA, SS, and BA. So you only tell me which is preferable. This particular production would be preferable, yes or no? Because if I replace this capital A with BA over here, I will also fix these two characters at the same time, right? So I have to just look out for this, the last character, that is small a. So which variable I'm left with? I'm having this last variable S. Is there any production of S which gives me A? Yes, there is a production of S. which gives me A. So I can simply replace the capital A or the variable A with its production terminal, that is small a. So at the end, all the six characters are derived using the production rules. Am I clear now? Praful, Vinay, is it clear? So step by step, each and every variable you have to replace, and you have to simultaneously check whether the variable with which you have replaced is in accordance with your string or not. If it is clear, then we can move ahead with RMD. Yes, so have a look at the RMD. What about the RMD? RMD कैसे solve करेंगे? RMD is similar. You have to start from the rightmost variable. It is again quite similar. Okay. Now you only tell me, out of the start variable, obviously we can't select this production because it will end over there. So we have to stick with this production only. So what we can do is we can write it like this. Mention the production rule as S tends to AAS. Clear? Now we are performing RMD. What we should replace first? Obviously the rightmost variable. That is, we have to replace this S by something so that our string is of this fashion. Now you only tell me what should be the substitution. What we should replace this with. What substitution of A, S should happen? A. Okay. What about this? Can I take this AAS? Let's check. If I replace this S with the other production rule instead of small a, let me replace it with AAS. I'm just taking a chance because in the exam you have to apply trial and error. Rough में करके फिर देखना है. Okay. So if I replace with this, now the rightmost is again S. If I replace this with A, I will get something like this. Okay. Now I have the rightmost as capital A. If I replace this capital A with either this or this or this. Now you only tell me, is there any possibility? Because I want the last two characters to be small a. So I can replace this capital A with a BA. Yes or no? Can I do so? But what happens is, as you can see, the length of my string is 6 characters. But over here, I have already reached a string of length 7 characters. So although the last two characters are fixed, although the last two characters are same, in fact the last 3 characters are same, but you can see that from here the fourth character is not same. The last 3 characters are same, but the fourth one over here I am getting A, and in the question it is asked to be as B. So I am just trying out various combinations to make things clear to you that if I go with the other production of S, I will not be able to reach the string. Clear with this? So I have to stick with the left, whichever production is left, that is S gives A. So I'm writing over here S produces small a. Am I clear? Now I guess this is clear to you. For those who didn't understand how and which production to select, I have already shown you which production to select. You can do trial and error and come to a conclusion. Okay. Next up, we are having the rightmost and the only variable left with us, that is capital A. So which production rule we should select now? Which production rule of A we should replace this A with? SS or SBA? Okay, let's try both. Let me do one thing. We have two productions of A, so I can write it like this. In one position I will take SBA. Okay. Over here I'm replacing it by SBA, and on the right hand side I will replace it by SS. Let's take both. Okay. Now over here, what could be the next production? If I take SBA, I can replace the rightmost A with BA. Yes or no? I can replace it by BA, right? Correct? So what I'm left with now, I'm going step by step. मेरे पास क्या बच रहा है अभी? This is what I'm left with if I'm not wrong. One more A. Correct? So I have only one S and I can replace this S by A according to our rules. So if I replace this S by A, I will straight away get my answer something like this. Yes? Now let's have a look at the right hand side one. I was having ASSA, so I have to replace this rightmost S. So what should be the replacement? Because I need an A at the end. So obviously I have only one thing with which I can replace it. It is something like this. Now if I want to replace this S with AAS, let me check. What happens is we will get something like this. Can we replace S with any other value which will give me the derived string? Yes or no? I have to replace this S first. Okay. If I replace this S first, what can be the possible options? Any of the options, if I select, it will either increase the length of the string or it will end up having a totally different string at the end, right? I have replaced this S by A just to show you that this particular direction is not valid. Am I clear with this? So you can solve it at the end of your supplement, at the end of your notebook. Just cross check it, do some trial and error, and you will come to know that after this step, I have to replace A by SBA and not by SS. Clear? So now let me make it fair and write it once again. So after this step, we came to know that I can replace this A by SBA, right? Mention it over there. A tends to SBA. So the rightmost variable which we are having right now is capital A. So at this step, we can replace capital A by BA. Yes, sorry. Yeah, BA. So mention it over here. A replaced by BA. Next step, only S is left. I can replace this by A according to our production rules, which are already given. So it is nothing but S produces A. So are we having the answer now? Yes. Number of steps will be more or less same. Over there also we got the answer in 5 steps. Here also we are getting the answer in 5 steps. So more or less the answers will be obtained in similar number of steps. Clear with this? This was LMD and RMD. This is how we derive a string starting with the start state. One more thing is left. That is what we call as a derivation tree or a parse tree. Is again a very important concept without which you won't get full marks. So I'm writing it over here, parse or derivation tree. What you can do is start with the LMD first. Okay. LMD का diagram हम लोग पहले बनाएंगे. How to start with a diagram? The very first production over here, which we did in LMD, has to be taken as the root. Root as in we are going to start with that particular node first. Now, what is S getting divided into? It is getting divided into A, capital A, and S. So you have to write it like this. As binary trees बनाते थे हम लोग, similar to that. A, capital A, and S. Out of these, which are the variables? Variables are A and S. So consider them as the root nodes for the next level of tree. समझा अभी क्या किया हम लोगों ने? We had started with S. So उसी sequence में, in the same sequence, we have to draw the diagram. Clear? So S was A capital AS. That is what we have written. In the next step, which particular string we have replaced with? Because we are performing LMD, so we have to replace the leftmost string. So obviously A has been replaced by SBA. So write it over here once again. It is S, it is B, and it is A. Clear? In the next step, what we have replaced with? We have replaced this S with an A, if I'm not wrong. So replace this with an A. Next up, the leftmost variable now is this capital A. So we have to replace this capital A with BA. Okay, so replace it with B and A. Which is the leftmost symbol left now? We are only having one character, that is S. So replace that with an A. Okay, so now can you see, can you simulate? We are starting from here. Got the first character A, then the second character A, third character B. Only read the terminals. Fourth character B, then A, and finally one more A. Clear? So this is how we have to parse or derive the string. It is A, B, B, A in LMD fashion. Clear with this? Did you understand how to draw the derivation tree? It's very simple. जो भी आपने productions किए हैं, follow the same sequence and you will get the answer. Clear? Can we move ahead with the derivation tree of the RMD? Yes. Again, the same technique only. I just want to check whether you are getting similar diagrams or not. We are starting with S. Okay. It is getting divided into A, capital A, and S. Now we are performing RMD. So we are replacing the rightmost symbol S with an A. Okay. Don't circle a terminal. Okay. Because they can't be derived any further. So rightmost symbol, now we are having this A, which is getting divided into three parts. That is S, B, and A. Okay. Now the rightmost symbol is this particular A, which is further getting split into B and A. And now the rightmost symbol which is left is this S that gives me an A. So can you tell me this diagram is same or not? Is it same? Yes. Have a look once again. Dono diagrams identical. Although I may have drawn it like this, but both the diagrams are exactly same. It is starting with S. It is having child nodes as AAS. Again, A is getting split into SBA. Again, A is getting split into A, and everything else is same. But this time it will be read like this. But the string which you are getting is the same AA, BB, AA. Now this time in RMD fashion. Yes or not? Okay. So did you understand how we completed this question? First of all, LMD apply here, then we applied RMD, and at the end we have to draw a diagram. The diagram which I have shown you is just for demonstration purpose. You have to draw a single diagram only. That is the parse tree or the derivation tree. ये क्यों बताया मैंने diagram just to make you understand that if your grammar is correct, if your derivation is correct, then you will get a single diagram for both LMD as well as for RMD. That is what we call as an unambiguous grammar. You will study towards the end of today's lecture. There's a concept called as ambiguous grammar, which will be having different parse trees for different LMD and RMD. But in this case, you're having same tree for both LMD as well as RMD. So in the exam, क्या करना है आपको? Start with the LMD, start with the RMD, and draw a diagram. Complete 10 marks question. Is it clear? Any doubts? Or if you're having any doubts, kindly let me know, or else we can move ahead. Yep. Okay, clear. Simple question है, logical है, समझ में आएगा. Okay. So next question. Just try this. Okay, I have a lot of questions for you to practice today. We'll be taking a 1.5 hour lecture. Already half an hour is over. So just complete this problem. Again, the same technique, same fashion. Over here, we are having three production rules. We have to solve, we have to derive the sequence AAA, triple B, BB, AA, BA. Okay, so how to start? Now you have to think on your own. So how to start now? Where to start with? The first symbol. We are solving it with LMD first. AB. Let's check. Yeah, we can start with AB. Correct. So if we start with AB, the very first thing is, let me start over here. Just the start variable is AB and BA. Okay, we are having these two options. We can't start with BA because in the first question it has been mentioned that we want the first symbol as A. So the only option left with us is AB. Okay, so we have to start it like this. And then what we can do is we need to replace the B, capital B. So how to replace the capital B and with what? We have three options for replacing this capital B with, either small b, either BS or ABB. So what we should select and replace it with? It's very clear. We want the second character to be an A, so we can't replace it with the first two values. We have to replace it with the third value only, that is ABB. Okay, so I will replace this B with an ABB. What next? Now we want the third character again to be an A. So again we will have to replace it with ABB. Yes or no? Again the third replacement will be something like this. This B has been replaced by ABB and one more B is left. Okay. So at the end, it's very simple now. We have to replace one character at a time. This capital B with small b every single time, and we will get the answer. Yes or no?
Am I audible now? Is my screen visible? There was some issue with the network, so
From the same question in the RMD fashion. So in RMD, we need to it is not reverse of LMD. It is basically we are replacing the rightmost variable. Okay, so there might be situations where exact same productions are not there, but still you will get the same answer. देखते हैं अभी. It is very clear. Have a look how to solve it. Now, which should be your first character? Again, we can't have this BA. Okay, we have to start with this only. That is AB. Now you need to replace the rightmost character. अभी किससे replace करना चाहिए? You only tell me. So basically, if I replace the third character or the last B over here with an ABB, am I going to get the answer? No, right? Because if I replace this last capital B with an ABB, I will have something like this. But I want the answer to be in this format. Yes? So if I replace it with ABB, the last character will become, third last character will become an A, but I want a B over here. So I can't go for this production. What I will do is I will replace this last B with a small b. Just check whether I'm correct or not. I can replace this last b with a small b. What I should do next? अभी आप आगे मुझे बोलो what I should do next. What I should replace this capital B with? I have three options, but I can go with something like this. Yes or no? Why? Because now I can replace each b, variable b, with a small b in each step. Yes or no? So now I will come back to the question which was asked, that can we write it in reverse? As you might have got your answer, RMD is not exactly the reverse of LMD. Dhruv had asked. So we can say that RMD is not exactly the reverse of LMD, but whatever answer you get, that will be exactly same. Am I correct? So can you draw the parse tree for this derivation tree? If you draw the derivation tree, you will come to know what exactly I'm talking about. Okay, and then you will get the answer. Clear with this, I will leave it as a homework. The derivation tree part can be left as a homework. Okay, am I clear with this topic? Anywhere you want further explanation, you can ask me. No, that is what I'm saying. You have to draw a single tree only because they have to be same only. You're going to get the same tree after each derivation. In case the grammar is ambiguous, we'll see about what exactly is ambiguous grammar. Then we will come to know that different derivations will have different trees. But in this case, you are going to get the same tree only, so you have to draw a single tree. I'm again explaining, I'm again repeating what exactly you need to write in your answer. In your exam, first of all, you have to start with LMD, then RMD, and draw the single derivation tree. That's it for 10 marks. Clear? So I guess this is easy pickings. Just make sure you don't make mistakes while writing the derivation. You can solve it in the rough section and then write it make it fair and complete the answer. Clear? So this was the second question. Similarly, there is one more part. I will leave it as a homework. Okay, because this is just for practice. What we are doing right now. This is simple. In fact, BBAABA. Okay. Can we move ahead? Let me know. Just take this question, the B part for practice based on this production rule only. I am actually going to increase the complexity one by one, slowly, slowly. Okay. This is a simpler question. As you can see, this is simpler. Try to complete it. What will be the answer for this? You only tell me, solve it, and let me know the answer. I'm having a single production you need to solve for this particular answer. Can you do it? Yes or no? Try to solve it, start it, and then we can come to the conclusion. It's a very simple problem. S gives 0, S1, 0, 1. Okay. So it has mentioned that give derivation of this. They have not mentioned anything what to use, LMD or RMD. That is why I have given this question. Okay, this had come, I guess, in 2016 paper. Okay. So what you can do is they have not mentioned what grammar to use, LMD or RMD. This has come for this particular question had come for 5 marks. So you have to use only one of the methods. Stick with one of the methods. LMD is preferable. Okay. So now you have the production rules. And I will give you the production rules. 00011. So how we should start? Where to start? Okay. Now what next? Can I replace this S with a 0 1? No. Can I do so? No. So what I can do is I can replace this with again a 0 S1. Simple question है, but explain करना था अलग अलग types. That's why I've taken this. So now you are having this as the output. What you should do next? Now I can replace this S with a 0 1. Yes or no? That's it. Answer हो गया आपका. Simple enough. So I just wanted to show you कि simple questions भी आते हैं. So don't think कि for 5 marks or 10 marks you won't get such a simple question. It might be a tricky question. ऐसा मत सोचो. Simple questions are also asked. Okay. So the next thing what you need to do is you need to draw the RMD. But the same question, if it is asked for 10 marks, then you need to act differently. LMD, perform RMD, 10 marks आ सकते हैं ऐसे questions में. And I will give these sort of questions in your term test also, whether this particular string is derived from this grammar or not. These sort of questions are asked in GATE also. Okay, so I will give you a string. I'm just giving you the pattern how questions can be asked in the MCQs. I will give you a pattern and I will give you the production rules. And the question will be asked: Can this grammar be derived from? Can this sentence be derived from this grammar or not? If yes, which is the correct answer? Okay. So as explained at the very beginning, MCQ questions only will be asked in TCS, but they will be solve a problem and give the answers of the MCQs. Clear? ऐसे questions आएंगे. It may be worth 2 marks also. It may be worth 3 mark questions also. So in your case, in TCS, you will not have 40 questions. You will be having less than 40 questions for 1 hour. But again, you will be asked to solve certain questions and get the linked answers to those questions. Clear with this? Whatever we have studied, questions will be asked on that only. Nothing from outside. Okay. So let's move on towards the next question. Next question is something like this. Have a look at it and let me know the answer. For the grammar, I have included something extra over here, which is nothing but epsilon. As you can see, I have added a little epsilon string over here. Total number of questions I can't say because I have not even set the paper yet. The maximum which other subjects might be having 40 questions, but in your case, it will be less. It will be a combination of 2 marks, 1 mark, 3 mark questions. So I can't predict kitne questions आएंगे, but it will definitely not be 40 questions. So let's have a look at this question and try to solve it. For the grammar given below, this is the grammar. You have these productions. You're having the null productions also in between. So you have to take care of the null productions also. Well, yeah. So let's have a look how to proceed ahead. कैसे करेंगे? You only tell me. This is the grammar given in front of you, and you have to derive this particular string using leftmost and rightmost derivation. This comes for 10 marks. How to start it? If you are considering the leftmost derivation first, okay, I'm writing it over here. Now the start symbol given to us is A, 1 and B. It's clear you have to start with this only. एक ही production दिया है S का, so you can't start with multiple productions. Okay, I'm writing it over here. A, 1, B. Solve it and let me know. I want the string 1001. So where should I start with? 1001 I want. So can I replace this A with
With what? You only tell me. A with epsilon? Yes or no?
I can replace this A with epsilon because I have no other option. I can't replace this A with 0A. Otherwise, I can't derive the string. Correct? So I have to replace this A with an epsilon. Right? So this is what I will get. मैं directly बना रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. You can write it like this. S gives epsilon 1B. Okay. Mention it over here. Why epsilon? Because A tends to epsilon. Clear? Next step. If I replace this epsilon now, epsilon मतलब कुछ बचा ही नहीं value, so I can write it like this. Okay. Now this B has to be replaced with something. What is this replacement? I can replace it by 0B, yes or no, because that is the only option available. I have to replace it by 0B. Mention it over here as B tends to 0B or B produces 0. Next step, I have to replace this B with again something so that I get a 0 once again 0B, correct? So I will replace it by 0B. Again, right? B is nothing but replaced by 0B. And finally, this B can be replaced with 1B. Now you would be saying that, sir, if length बढ़ गया इसका 5 हो गया. Just wait and watch. You can replace the last B with an epsilon. Yes or no? So simply replace the last B with an epsilon and mention over there B tends to epsilon, and finally you will get the answer as 1001. Yes? Simple enough. So this is how you make use of that epsilon. There is no need to get rid of that epsilon. Epsilon is also part of the production. So ऐसा अगर आपको epsilon दिख रहा है, don't worry. That is also part of the production, and you are going to make use of that epsilon to derive the string. समझा? तभी अपना derivation possible हुआ. And in the same fashion, if we go with rightmost derivation, again the same techniques you have to use. I'm writing it over here. I can replace this rightmost b with a 0b. Yes or no? And then what I can do is I can replace again this b with a 0b. Yes or no? Rightmost अभी b बचता है. I can replace the rightmost b with a 1b, and I can replace the rightmost b with an epsilon, and this is what I will get. What is the rightmost symbol now? Rightmost symbol is A. I can straight away replace this A with an epsilon. So I will have something like this, and at the end, the same string is derived. Clear? हर स्टेप में एक एक वैल्यू ही रिप्लेस करना है. See over here. In this step, I have got rid of this epsilon. Why? Because I have replaced this A with an epsilon, and this epsilon has now got removed. Clear? This is how you can solve this problem. If you want, you can draw this parse tree and compare it with each other. They have to be exactly same. Orders ऊपर नीचे हो सकते हैं, but direction is exactly going to be same. If you want, I can draw it. Okay, what you can do is the first symbol S से start हो रहा है. S is getting replaced by epsilon 1. Sorry, 1 is not a node, and B. I am doing LMD right now. Okay. Now in LMD, next substitution is very simple. I have replaced this B with a 0B. This B again with a 0B. Now this B with a 1B. Finally, this B with an epsilon. So at the end, we got 1001. This is LMD. And if I draw the RMD, let's see how the diagram looks. RMD is again starting with, this time it is starting with A1B. Sorry, एक mistake कर दिया मैंने, A1B भूल गया मैं. Oh, sorry. It's starting with A1B, ना? Just a slight change. It is starting with A1B. So this is S. This is A, and this is epsilon. Clear? वैसे ही start होगा ये भी. Now this is again going to start with A1B, A1 and B. Now replace this B with a 0B. Same ही आने वाला है. Try it out. It has to be same only.
this is 0, this is B, and then again this B has to be replaced with a 1, B, replace this B with an epsilon, and at the end replace this A with an epsilon. So are both the diagrams same or not? Both the diagrams are same, just the directions are different. This was LMD left one, and this is RMD. Clear? Kindly give me your answers. Are they same or not? Whatever you are going to draw, the LMD and RMD for any unambiguous grammar have to be same only. They can't be different. Am I clear? Kindly drop in your answers, kindly reciprocate so that I come to a conclusion. तो ऐसे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर सकते हो. It hardly takes 5 minutes maximum in your university exam. Obviously, depending upon the complexity of the problem, the time limit will vary. Okay. For your MCQs, obviously, I will not give lengthy questions. I will obviously give you simple questions. Yeah, it's very easy. It's logical. Just follow the pattern. Just don't make mistakes while creating the root, or otherwise you will end up having a totally different looking output. Okay, this is how it should ideally look. Both the LMD and RMD are same. This is just for demonstration purpose. You have to draw only one diagram in the exam. Don't waste extra time on drawing an extra diagram. Bro, it's MCQ. So what question bank are you expecting? I will give you the topics, the most likely topics where which will come in the exam. I can't give you the question straight away because it's an MCQ test. I will give you the most likely topics. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, next up, last two problems for the day. Ambiguous grammar. This is very important because question of 10 marks are framed on this particular topic. And लिख के ले लो हर पेपर में क्वेश्चन आता ही है for 10 marks. Out of 10 papers so far, 8 times this has been asked. What is ambiguity? How to solve ambiguity of a grammar? Okay. This is what we call as ambiguous grammar. Just have a look. What exactly do you mean by ambiguous? Any idea? Ambiguity. Any responses? What can be called as an ambiguous statement? If I'm saying something, if it is having multiple meanings, then I can say that whatever I said is having no conclusion. It is vague. Yes or no? For example, if I'm saying something which might have multiple meanings, you can reach to the conclusion with different meanings, then we can say that there is no specific intention of what I have told or what I have said. There is something vague. So I can say that there is no proper form, there is no normal form. As you might have studied in database management systems, there is a concept called as normal forms. We uh, we convert our databases in something which we call as normal form. Similar thing happens over here. If one particular sentence can be derived by both LMD and RMD using two different derivation trees or using two different parse trees, then we can say that such a grammar is ambiguous. Over here, this is the bookish definition, the formal definition. A CFG is called ambiguous if for at least one word in the language that it generates, there are two possible derivations of the word that corresponds to different parse trees. मतलब एक ही चीज को we have derived, but the derivation trees are different. So such a grammar is called as an ambiguous grammar, and we need to get rid of such a grammar. Otherwise, our machine will not be able to distinguish which is the proper way of achieving the final state. Samjha? Am I clear? This was the entire concept, or you can say the introduction of ambiguous grammars. Now we will start with a problem, an example, which will make things much clearer. Just have a look at these productions. There are total 6 productions given, all in terms of E. Sabka meaning E ही है. Everything is in terms of E, and these are the productions. So we have to start from here only. Any of the productions we can select. We need to derive something like this. It's very simple. How will you derive ID plus ID into ID using all these 6 production rules? Come on, quickly, let me know the answer. There are 6 production rules given to you. You have to make use of all these or any of these and produce or derive this sentence id plus id into id. So which of these six you should select as your start variable? If you want, we can give numbers to them. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 and 3 can be selected. Okay. 1 can be used. चलो पहले 1 से चालू करके देखते हैं. 1 is nothing but e plus e. So we can start like this. LMD, RMD, both you can use. Any of them you can use. You can replace this e by id. Next step, you can replace this e by e into e. Yes or no? Okay. Then what you will get is id plus e into e. Next step में क्या करना है? This e can be replaced by id and this e can be replaced by id. So you will get id plus id into id. Yes or no? You will get something like this. There is a second way also possible. If I start with the third production rule, I will be having something like this. E gives e into e. I can replace this first e with e plus e. I will be having this temporary value. Then what I can do, I can simply replace one of these each time with id. Yes, am I correct? So we can start with either the first or the third production rule, and still we will get the same answer. Yes. So now let's have a look at what I have done right now. The same thing I have done. I can start with the first production rule or I can start with the third production rule. Are they having different derivation trees? Obviously, they are going to have different derivation trees. As you can see over here. Dimit, 1 second, I will just go back. Fifth one means, this is basically a question given to you. The question might come like this also. Okay, ऐसा भी question आ सकता है. Then you will have to make use of the fifth production rule. समझा? In the question, it is not mentioned like this, but it may come as a bracket also. Okay, so this is what we get after deriving using LMD. मैंने LMD ही use किया है. Don't get confused कि one is LMD, other one is RMD. I have used LMD on both, but as you can see, as the start variable is different, start equation is different, the entire diagram is different. समझा? The derivation is id plus id into id in both of these, but we get different derivation trees or parse trees. So as a result, what happens is this is called as an ambiguous grammar because we are getting different derivation trees or parse trees for the same set of expressions. This is what we call as ambiguity. समझा सबको? Yeah, I'm scrolling up now. You can take the screenshot if you wish. Dimit, check the definition. You wanted me to scroll it up. So take the definition. Clear with this ambiguity. Now the question comes how to remove this ambiguity, right? So we need to remove this ambiguity also. The question in total is asked like this: what are ambiguous grammars? How to get rid of ambiguous grammars? So the very first thing is you need to show what exactly is an ambiguous grammar, and at the end you will show how to get rid of such an ambiguity. Can I move ahead? Can I proceed? Just 15 minutes more and then the topic will be over. Okay. Okay, let's see the tree diagram. Okay, once have a look. Pratik. We have replaced each and every variable either by LMD or by RMD. We have used LMD only exclusively over here. But as the starting variables were different, the diagram is completely different. Here. So what exactly we need to do to avoid this ambiguity? What can we do? As you can see that on the left hand side, the production rules, every production rule is starting with the same value or same variable. इससे होगा क्या? The machine will be totally confused which production rule to start with. For example, if I just say start with E, the machine can either start with this or it can start with this. This is where the actual ambiguity creeps into picture, right? Bro, what is your question? We have to solve for 2 times. What do you mean actually? Kindly let me know. The question is not clear. Question इतना ही आता है in ambiguous grammars that explain what is ambiguous grammar and how to get rid of ambiguous grammars. So you have to explain this entire thing. You have to draw both the diagrams and then you have to move towards how to remove the ambiguity. So that is what I'm going to show now, how to remove the ambiguity. Okay. How to do it? It's very simple. That is what I was discussing, that whenever we have same start variables, we have a single start variable, there the ambiguity has to creep in. So what we can do is we can try something and change all these variables to some fixed value, either E, F, G, whatever. We have to fix the start variable so that in this case you can see that there were two options, either E plus E or E into E. So we have to minimize those options. We have to eliminate those options so that the machine will start with a single variable only. समझा? तभी जाके ambiguity remove हो सकता है. Let me show you how to get rid of the ambiguity. We can make use of some precedence. Precedence as in, we can say that plus and minus have the same precedence, into and divide may have the same precedence, and this bracket and id will be having same precedence. Precedence as in priority. So what I can do is, whenever there are characters repeating, no, only you have to Tanvi, you have to draw for LMD only. That is what I have done ना. LMD के ही दो अलग अलग diagrams बनेंगे. That is enough. Only for LMD, show ID plus ID into ID. Both the diagrams are different. That's enough. It will conclude that we can conclude that both the diagrams are ambiguous. Okay. So now let's get back to our solution. The initial value, which was E gives E plus E. This was the first value, right? So what we can do is we have to write E gives E plus E and E gives E minus E together, because we have set the precedence like this. Similarly, E gives E into E and E gives E divided by E will have the same precedence. And finally, E gives this bracket symbol. It was something like this, right? Bracket of E, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Bracket of E, pay close attention. So what I can do is, whenever there are characters repeating, as you can see, whenever there are repeating characters over here, for example, E के बाद वापस E आ रहा है, then we have to introduce a new symbol. How we can do so? It's very simple. Have a look over here. I can start with E, okay, produces. Now, as we know that plus and minus have the same precedence, I can write them together. How? I can write it like this, plus and minus. And then, as I told you, whenever characters are repeating, I have to introduce a new character. So for that purpose, I will introduce a new term, capital T, right? इतना समझा सबको? Whenever there are characters repeating, I have to introduce a new term. It can be T, A, B, C, whatever. I have written it in terms of T. If you are not clear why we are doing this plus minus together, what you can do is you can write it like this also, just to make things clear. Now what we have done, we have replaced the E value with a T value. So what you can do is you can add a new production, something like this. सबको समझ रहा है what we have done? We have added a new character. We have added it by simply replacing the existing E, just to break the same characters. दोनों यहाँ पे सेम हो रहे थे, E plus E, E minus E. So just to have a separator between them, we have added a new character. We have simply made a substitution. That's it. Simple. And now, as E has been replaced by T, what about these productions? Now they should begin with E or T, because now E has been converted to a T. So the next production will begin from a T instead of an E. Are you understanding what we are doing? Yes or no? See, Jimit, what we have done is we If you are not comfortable with the precedence, you can simply follow along like this. Plus and minus have to be written together. The other characters, something like this. Whenever there are repeating characters, just forget. Just forget the precedence if you are not comfortable with it. Just follow this sequence. जिस sequence में question पूछा गया है, follow that sequence. That will be enough. Okay. Whatever is the sequence in the question, just follow the sequence. E plus E, E minus E. For them, you can write it like this. We'll see a next question that is going to clear your doubt. What if we don't get power based questions? It will clear your doubt there. Okay. For the time being, just assume that this is what the scenario is all about. This is the question. This is the favorite question that is being asked. E plus E, E into E, whatever it is. Okay. So what should be the next production? Next production is in terms of E into E. But as we have replaced an E with a T, we are going to write it in the form of T. Am I clear? So right side पे क्या आना चाहिए? You only tell me. You only tell me what should be the answer on the right hand side of this particular symbol T. Initially we were having E into E, but now E has been replaced with a T. So what should be the answer? Is it going to be T into T or something else? Yes, you can take a different character, but there is no plus. There is multiply symbol over here. Okay, so it will be simply T into F. I have taken a symbol F, or T divided by F. Are you understanding? Wherever there are double characters, wherever there are characters repeating, we have to introduce one more new character. Over here, the characters were repeating, so I have introduced one more character F. So now we can replace T by F. Is it clear? Correct? Okay. So depending upon the question, you have to design your logic. In this question, plus minus के terms में आपका question था, so you have designed a logic like this. Okay. So next up, we are left with the last value. Now over here, F should be written and not E. Now you only tell me brackets के अंदर क्या आएगा. Bro, ध्यान से देखो, ध्यान से देखो. What we are doing is whenever characters are repeating, पहले केस में क्या था? It was E plus E, so characters were repeating. Okay, so that's why we had replaced the second E with a new character. Same thing over here. Now E has been replaced by T, so इस E की जगह पे हम लोग T से स्टार्ट करेंगे, राइट? T के राइट साइड पे क्या है? अगेन E into E, but now E तो T से रिप्लेस हो चुका है ना, so we'll start with T. But again characters repeat हो रहे हैं ना, so that's why we have to add one more extra character, that is F. You can take G, B, C, D, whatever you wish. I have taken F and replaced this particular E by F. Clear? The new production will be T into F. T produces F. So over here, what should come within this bracket? You only tell me. F produces क्या आएगा? Is there any repeating character over here? Last production में कोई भी repeating character तो है नहीं हमारे पास. Are we having anything? No. So we can simply write it as E only. Yes or no? और क्या लिखना चाहिए हमें अंदर? Am I correct or not? And we can replace this F with ID. Is E repeating? E के बाद तो कोई repeat हो ही नहीं रहा है ना? There are no repeating characters, right? So it is not doing any harm to me. Yes or no? So we can keep it as it is. The only thing you need to do is you need to add this new production over here. Otherwise derivation नहीं हो पाएगा. You try with F, but F produces F का कुछ meaning ही नहीं होगा ना फिर. If you are writing it as F produces F, it will not have any meaning. Redundancy आ जाएगा. cycle में घूमता रहेगा, right? That's why we have not replaced it by F. The only thing which you can do is at the end add this particular production. Why we have done so? ध्यान से देखो. What we have done is we have written F in terms of E, so we now need to write this ID also in terms of F. Otherwise, question solve ही नहीं होगा. Clear? This is how you can get rid of ambiguity. Let me take an example, then only you will get a clear understanding. नहीं तो अभी भी कुछ लोग confused है. Okay, I can make it out that you people are still confused. So let's take the example and solve it. Now what happens is you have only two options left with you. The start symbol is obviously E, and you have to start with either E plus T or E minus T. So what we have done is we have reduced the possibility of any kind of confusion. So either you can start with E plus T or E minus T. But what is the question? Question is ID plus ID into ID. So what I should select? I should select this particular production only, because minus लेने का कोई मतलब नहीं है. I will not get this answer. Correct? So I have selected this first production, E gives E plus T. Now you only tell me what should I replace these values with. These are my new production rules, by the way. Okay. So in total, I am now having 8 productions. So make use of these productions and tell me what should be the next step. I want to derive ID plus ID into ID. You only tell me how to derive it. एक स्टेप में एक ही करना है. Okay. In one step, you have to solve one thing only. Now, E cannot be replaced by ID. ध्यान से देखो अभी. You can't replace E by ID. Ayush, you can't replace E by ID. Is there any production of E tends to ID? No. That is what we have done over here. यही पे डाउट था ना आप लोगों का कि ये क्यों किया. This is what I have done over here. So what I can do is I can replace E by only this value only. और कुछ है क्या मेरे पास production? E का production is only this much. So I'm restricting the user to use only the values which I have created just now. The user can't take any other values apart from these. So what happens is it becomes T plus T. Write the production where E produces T. Is it clear now? In the previous case, what was happening, there were multiple options for the user to select from, or the machine machine to select from. But over in this case, we have reduced the options. There are no further options for the user. Correct? So next, what should happen? अभी T के productions क्या है? T can be replaced only with an F, right? Yes or no? Leftmost derivation कर रहे हैं हम लोग. So this T has to be replaced with something. What is that something? There is only one production, either this, or this. You only tell me what to replace it with. End में answer कौन से terms में चाहिए? Think of that also. We want the answer in terms of ID. ID can be derived in terms of F only. We are doing a backtracking. So we need to replace this T with an F. समझा अभी? That is the significance of this particular thing we have done. Correct, Ayush. We have basically converted our initial ambiguous grammar into an unambiguous grammar right now. These are the new 8 production rules that we are using to solve the question. समझा अभी clear हुआ? Everything is in terms of ID. So ID can be obtained only with the help of F. So we need to convert all the T values into F. So we are restricting the machine to follow these rules only. तभी जाके अपना आंसर आएगा, otherwise आंसर नहीं आएगा. I hope I am clear now. Okay. Now you have to follow the precedence of the arithmetics, whatever was there. I can now replace with T into F. Can I do so? Oh, sorry, we are doing LMD. So first F को ही replace मानना पड़ेगा. This F can be replaced with a T. Am I clear? We are following LMD, ना? So step by step जाना पड़ेगा. What about the next step? We can now solve this T in terms of F. I can write the T as T into F. Yes or no? Because I'm having that production T tends to T into F. Clear? Next up, I can replace this T with an F. Yes or no? This is again a production. T tends to F. I can replace this with an F. Lastly, we know that F is nothing but ID. So I can simply replace ID in each step. It becomes ID plus ID into F, and finally ID plus ID into ID. So am I clear now what exactly we have done? We have reduced the options of ambiguity. अभी कुछ option है ही नहीं ambiguous का, because what exactly is happening in each step, we are replacing every character. Okay, and ID can be derived only from F can be derived from E, and T can be derived from E. समझा? So what exactly is happening? We are reducing the chances of ambiguity because ID can be derived from F, and F can be derived from T, and T can be derived from E. This is the sequence. There is no further sequence. यही sequence आपको follow करना पड़ेगा. ID चाहिए तो F निकालो पहले. F निकालने के लिए T निकालो. T निकालने के लिए E निकालो. There is no other possible option. That is how we are removing the ambiguity in these problems. Okay. So now, if you're having any doubts, kindly ask me. Now it is repeated F into F. What is your question? Okay. In sum but not in grammar. Questions है कुछ तो पूछो. Okay. This is how we solve. इसका question कैसा आता है? तो पहले ही मैंने बताया इसका question ऐसा आएगा कि what is ambiguous grammar? अगर सिर्फ इतना पूछा है, then you have to take this example only. This ID plus ID वाला example लेके ही solve करना है. Question दो type में आ सकते हैं. Second question में दिखाता हूँ आपको. Question is framed like this: what is ambiguous grammar? How to solve ambiguity of grammar? Then ये पूरा scenario आपको दिखाना है for 10 marks. Otherwise questions may come like this. एक ऐसा question दिया रहेगा: solve this string and check whether the grammar is ambiguous or not. If this is the question, what you need to do is solve it and at the end draw the parse trees. If you are getting two different parse trees, then you can conclude that so and so grammar is ambiguous, otherwise not ambiguous. समझा? ये होमवर्क में दे दूंगा, होमवर्क में कर लेना. Already we are above time. So now get me back to the question. Uh, Third last step, F into F repeated. Third last step. कहाँ पे repeat हुआ भाई? Yes, Jyoti, don't worry. I'm leaving in 5 minutes. Attendance चाहिए ना? Okay. Just have a look. No step is repeated. It is something like this: F into F. F की जगह I will replace it by ID in every step. Okay. So at the end, whatever answer you're getting, that is totally unambiguous. Clear with this? Okay. So that's it for today. Just have a look at this question. Take a screenshot. This is your homework. Okay. This is your question. Solve this question for this particular string. Derive this string. Okay, use LMD, use RMD, draw the parse tree and check whether this grammar is ambiguous. How to check? Third step में आपको answer मिल जाएगा. When you will draw the parse tree, if you are getting two different parse trees for single LMD or single RMD, then you can conclude that this above grammar is ambiguous, otherwise not. This has been asked in 2017 paper.